2, 1. Hello, guys. We're continuing with Fight Week this week. We're talking to another one of the fighters who's going to God, I'm not going to record this. We're talking to one of the fighters who's going to be participating in a Muay Thai event for LeLeo Coach Shamrock Slam. Please introduce us to yourself.
What's up, guys? My name is Peter Grabars, but everybody knows me as Pete the Meat.
Why is that your name, The Meat?
I got the nickname from a buddy of mine, Chris Jensen, Big Boy. He's a professional bare knuckle fighter now, and I did a grappling event locally here in Citrus County, and he was there, and he just started chanting Pete the Meat, and it just kind of stuck.
Chris Jensen, the guy with the dreads?
No, he's from Citrus County, but he fights for BKFC. He just fought, I think a guy's name's like Kyle McKinley or something. He was one of their tryout guys, and Big Boy fought him. It was a couple months back now, but he ended up knocking him out in the first round. So
Oh, he's a big guy.
yeah, he's a heavyweight.
Okay. I think Chris is just a common name. So
It really is.
yeah.
A lot more common than
So
Peter. So
true. Um, so this is your debut, the Leo Code event.
yeah, I've never fought for them before.
So what made you fall in love with martial arts in the first place?
So when I was a kid, I was just a little skater kid, hung out with my friends. But then I got into it because when I was younger, I was a pro wrestling fan, and then I seen Brock Lesnar was fighting. So that kind of got the interest going. And then after I graduated from high school, one of my buddies had been into boxing and stuff like that. So I started training with him a little bit. And then a couple months after I started training with him, I took my first fight. So
I was gonna ask you like such a stupid question. So you're a chef. You're a professional chef.
yes, I'm a cook. Not quite a chef, but
What's the difference?
chef you got to go to school for. And nah, I can't go to school. I got too many kids.
Oh no. Well, I was gonna say, has anyone ever associated like, can you smell what the meat is cooking with you?
It's
Do you
actually a
get that
pretty
a
funny
lot?
story. My wife, she got me a gift for Father's Day a couple of years back that it's like a utensil holder for my grilling stuff, and on it it says the man, the myth, the meat.
I like that. Oh, that's a sweet present.
Yeah, she's
Okay,
pretty cool sometimes, I gotta say.
so, so back as a kid, can you tell us what your first fight was?
When I was a kid,
Mm-hmm.
I don't even remember to be honest with you. Nobody
Oh, is
really
it
wanted to
that
fight
many?
me when I was younger, to be honest with you. No, it just nobody ever wanted to pick fights with me when I was a kid. Like even like, in school, like I would try to be like rude and mean to people to try to get someone to fight me and nobody would ever fight me. So
Why do you think that was?
I don't know. I mean, I kind of get along with everybody too, so it's really hard for people to not like me. But I would try to push buttons and it never happened.
So who was it that first taught you how to fight professionally? Professionally.
It would definitely. I'd have to give a shout out to my buddy Taylor Halstead. He's fought for Leo Code before, and he is the one that I
I
started
know
training
Taylor.
with. Yeah, that's my boy. I go way back with him. Him and I have had some serious sparring rounds against each other, and he's always had my back since day one, and he's just always been there for me. So he's gonna be in my corner for this fight too.
Oh, word. Word of word. So what have you been doing to prepare for this particular event?
For this fight, I've been working. I've worked a little bit with Taylor, but I know he's been traveling a lot too, going down to Tampa to train and stuff. So when he's got time, I've been getting a lot of time with him. And then, honestly, a lot of it has been. I feel like I'm pretty knowledgeable about the fight game, and I know things that I need to work on. So I honestly, most of the time, put my headphones in, go to the YMCA down the road. They have a heavy bag there, and I'll just go for like an hour, hour and a half at a time, and just put my rounds after rounds after rounds in. And it shows because like when I go and see Taylor, he's like, man, he's like he's like, I couldn't read you. He's like, your timing is so much different now and everything's so much different. He's like, you're looking really good. So when he gives me compliments like that, it makes me feel really good about myself. But then
Do you find it?
I also go, I have a buddy of mine. He's only fought locally up here in Citrus County. His name's Johnny Diaz. He's look out for him. He's 3-0 in kickboxing right now. And I've been working a lot one-on-one with him. He is very, very good striking wise, and I think he was talking about doing MMA soon. So his ground game is slept on. He's really good all around, and he's been working with me one-on-one a lot too, trying to make sure everything's sharp and ready to go. So
Do you find that you're more an aggressor, you're more patient?
uh I'm more patient, and that's usually been my downfall. So I've been trying to
Mm,
work on some drills to, be first and come forward. But, training and fighting is two totally different things. You could
yeah,
train something all day long, and then you get in there, and it's a totally the anxiety and everybody watching you will just get to you eventually.
yeah, yeah. Okay, so happy early St. Patrick's Day. Obviously, this is a
Thank you.
St.
You as
Patrick's Day
well.
event. Yeah, thank you. What is your lucky charm when you're fighting?
So I have a couple things that I bring to every fight with me now. And I have a necklace that I usually wear that has some of my mom's ashes in it. And
Oh,
then I always wear a purple shirt because I had a bunch of buddies of mine that passed away, but one buddy in specific, his name was Trevor Clements. He used to train with me and Taylor all the time, and he was just one of the best people in the world. And he ended up passing away in a car accident a few years back, and purple was his favorite color. So ever since then, anytime I've competed, I've always worn a purple shirt. So
that's beautiful.
yeah,
That's beautiful.
yeah, he
Oh,
was a beautiful soul, man. I love that kid to death, and it's crazy because he had one of my buddies was a lot closer with him than I was, and his son was born on Trevor's birthday. So
mm, mm. I don't want to get like all like superstitious and stuff,
yeah,
but it's
let's not get sappy or anything about it,
yeah,
but
yeah, yeah,
it's a
yeah.
part of life.
So let's say that also leprechauns are associated with like the gold at the end of the rainbow, right?
Mhm.
So let's say you get all the gold at the end of the rainbow. What are you doing with that gold?
Not working again, that's for sure. Uh, no, I don't know, man. That's tough. Hmm, I don't really know. I haven't thought about that to be honest with you, but I might have to get back with you on that. I'll think about it a little bit.
Okay, awesome, 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 awesome. Okay, okay. So some of the great historical um warriors, Achilles, Samson, they both had their weaknesses. Achilles had his ankle, Samson had his hair. What would you say is your biggest weakness?
Definitely gonna have to go with my timidness. I go in there and I try to, throw counters off of what I can, and I need to just that's my one thing because that's like my last fight I had in September. I took a boxing match. I I came up short because I wasn't first. So I'd have to say
Mm,
that's exactly what it is right there.
that's so interesting that you say that because I mean, I'm obviously not your coach, so don't listen to me. But like the fights that I've seen, I find that the aggressors always get more tired quicker. Because like I feel like they're always trying to get the most hits
Mm,
in, that way they get the most points. But it's like by the third round you're exhausted because you've used everything in the
mm.
first two rounds, you know?
Oh no, and I agree with you. That does happen most of the time. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm a big boy, but like when I go and I do my sparring at Johnny's, or if I go to the Y and hit the bag, I can do 5, 10 rounds. Like it's nothing, and that's high volume rounds, whether it's sparring or hitting the bag. I try to make sure my gas tank is there 100% because it wasn't there in my last fight. It's like I wasn't as prepared as I should have been, and I was a lot bigger than what I am now. My last fight, I came in at 306 pounds and now I'm down to 278. So, I mean,
Oh,
it's it's coming together. Yeah, all
How did you
together.
do
I started
that?
working. Honestly, I've been keeping track of my calories. I only intake like 1,500 calories a day, and then just working out. I work out 5, sometimes 6 days a week. I go to the gym and work out, and you know, or I go and I work out with my friends, or I always try to find something to do, or I take my kids up to the skate park and we go and we skateboard for a while.
That's wow. That's really cool. That's really cool.
Yeah,
So
altogether
I don't know.
since about August now, I'm down almost 60 pounds. So,
bro, what? God, I feel so
yeah.
bad about myself.
Oh, don't, man. I mean,
Bro.
I let myself go for a long time, and with COVID and stuff, I didn't work out at all. So that was also part of the issue there. So,
Awesome, 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 awesome. So since how long have you been involved in martial arts? You said how many years?
I'd say it's getting close to 10 now because it was right about the time where I graduated. Uh, well, no, yeah, it's about 10 years because my senior year is when I started to get into it. Me and my buddy Trevor, I was talking about, we worked out all the time, and we he was training at the time, but I wasn't. But he was showing me some stuff, and that's when I started to get a little interest to it. And then I remember the first pay-per-view I ever bought was UFC 141, which was Brock Lesnar versus Alistair Overeem, I think was the main event, and then it had Cowboy Cerrone versus Nate Diaz as the co-main event, and that fight right there is what really. I was like, man, I was like, this is a war. I really like this. So then I was like, all right, I really want to try to do this, and you know, the rest is history, I guess.
So I'm sure you've seen stories of like men who have trained in real life who are stopping robbers, like a bank robbery or stopping someone from getting hurt, etc., etc. Do you find that since you've been training the past 10 years that you're hyper aware of your surroundings? And have you ever been in that situation before?
I have not been in that situation before. I know exactly what you're talking about, but I mean, to be honest with you, not to get big headed on myself or anything, but sometimes it's a good feeling to know that, you could probably beat up 90% of the people in the room when you get in there.
Hmm.
And I don't flaunt anything that I do, so I don't try to start trouble anywhere, but I mean, if something were to happen, I know I could be able to defend myself and the people that I'm with and, take care of us. So,
Very interesting. Very, very, very. Because I've been studying a lot about the history of martial arts in general from like the
mm,
1400s on, and samurais were taught it in order to what's the word I'm looking for, to get the weapons out of their enemy's hand. Like that was the
to
goal.
de-arm
Like
them.
I don't need a gun. I don't need a sword. Like I'm just gonna choke you out. You know,
Mm.
which is very
That's why
interesting.
samurais
Very,
are
very.
badasses, though.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right, all
Hmm.
right. Can you please tell us where we can find your gym? We can like you, sponsor you, stalk you, all that fun stuff.
All right, so right now I'm not really affiliated with any gym. We had a gym a while ago, and then my coach got out of there, so we all just stuck together and still train together. I just call us Team Handsome because we're all a bunch of good-looking men. And then find me Facebook, Peter Bars. Find me on Instagram, Pete the Meat. No, Peter Buck is my Instagram handle, and then my Snapchat is also Peter Buck, so you can get a hold of me there too.
Snapchat. Oh, you're
Yeah,
you're young.
I'm 28, so I'm not that old, but I'm getting there. I got some grays in the beard, but
Okay, last question, then I'm gonna let you go. I don't know who said this. Is if one is born a male at least once in his life, he'll dream of becoming the strongest man alive. Is that your goal?
not necessarily. I want to make the people that have supported me over the years proud. That's it. I mean, because I know I put in the hard work, and a lot of people have invested. Like my job, letting me have the time off to fight. My wife letting me be away from the family to go and train, and take all these
Mm,
fights and stuff like that. And I just want to make the people that I love proud of me, and that's really it.
I love that. I love that. Pete, thank you so much for taking your time to talk to me. I'm definitely gonna support hashtag Team Handsome.
Hashtag Pete the Meat too.
And Pete the me. I love all these
Trust me,
names.
you look it up on Instagram. All my videos of me that I put up of me training and stuff have been hashtag Pete the Meat. So I'm starting to get a little bit, but we'll see.
Well, I'll definitely make sure to follow you, my friend, and I'll see you next Saturday.
I will be there, and then you'll be talking to me after the fight too.
Yes, yes. Okay. All right. Good night. Bye, friend.
Bye. Have a good one.
You too.